Well, friend, the question for the day is, what are the top 2 considerations when starting a food storage for your family? What should you consider before making that first purchase? Should you focus on your favorite foods, where you'll buy the food, how to store the food, how much it will cost? I'm sure we all have our priorities. Today I'll share mine and why I think you should consider them too. Hello, friend. I'm Joyce, the author of the Food Storage 131 Plan and the Food Storage 131 Workbook. Welcome to the Food Storage 131 Experience podcast. In this podcast, we share ideas and teach you how to stock your home with a year's worth of food for your family. I share ideas and strategies on how to stock up this food, where to store it, and how to store it safely without breaking the bank. If this sparks your curiosity and you're interested in food security for your loved ones, then this is the podcast for you. I'm also offering a special bonus today. Now, this bonus is for you who, beyond just listening, genuinely wants food security for your family. You're the kind of person who's saying, Joyce, just give me the plan, give me the tools to work with, and let me start on my unique journey to food security for my family. If this is you, then this bonus is indeed for you. Today, I'm offering a 10% discount on the complete Food Storage 131 curriculum. This is the complete guide to your food security. It includes the Food Storage 131 plan, which you get to customize, the Food Storage 131 workbook with lots of spreadsheets and templates to guide you through the entire process, from determining how much food you will need, how to purchase it, where and how to store it safely, and lots more. All you need to do is click the first link in the description, follow the promptings, and type the word first day with your first name, and you will immediately get your discount to your purchase. And with that, be ready to start your journey to food security for your family. Now back to the topic of the day. Central to today's question and our whole discussion really is understanding what food storage in your home means and the benefits of having it. I have gone to great lengths to discuss this in episode 002 of this podcast. Having a food storage in your home is really having enough food stored up within reach for your family to sustain you for a specific period of time. And with it comes several benefits, including peace of mind, freedom, and getting your life back, all of which and more are discussed in episode 002 in the link below. When I first started out on this journey, before I got a clear plan from the Lord, I tried all kinds of things. A sudden panic attack would hit me and I would raid the supermarkets for anything and everything I thought my family would want to eat and thus secure some kind of food sufficiency. Sadly, many times I would find out that what I thought they would like wasn't all that great to them, and most times the food would spoil or go to waste. Other times I would sit down and plan with my then limited knowledge of food storage and write out a clear list with calculations on what I believed would be enough to stock us up for a couple of months, only to have it dwindle down within a few weeks. For some reason, I never seemed to get it right. Either it was the wrong food items, or it was the right food but turned out to be in a limited quantity, or it was the right food in the right quantity but not stored well and thus spoiled. After several attempts to shoot down my Goliath, I got a revelation on where and how I should begin this journey, and it turned out to be so simple. I regretted not having asked him at the start. So here's my first consideration when starting your food storage. Clearly determine how many people you are storing the food for. It seems so basic, yet so critical to embarking on this journey, because once you get this wrong, it's unfortunate that all the results of your efforts after this will simply go downhill. Most times when we are planning our food storage, even our basic weekly shopping, we find that what we had anticipated to last a specific period of time ends up lasting a much shorter period, and we end up getting discouraged. And so one who has shopped for a week finds themselves going back to the grocery store on day 5 to top up on what has been consumed, since the food doesn't last the duration it was expected to. This ends up affecting your household budget, infringing on other budgeted items, and causing frustration. Does this sound familiar to you? Well, if it does, the reason is quite simple. You're planning for the wrong number of people in your home. A main reason for this is when planning our food storage, we plan for our nuclear family and don't plan for the people we are actually feeding in the home. A nuclear family includes only the parents and the children. In reality, How often is it just those individuals being fed in the home? A typical household has a nuclear family and at the very least some dependents, whether children or elderly grandparents. Many families have extended family living with them or visiting frequently for weekly meals. Have you considered them? In addition, a number of families have hired help at home, either full-time or part-time, and they too feed from your same pantry. Do you see where I'm going with this? Is it starting to ring a bell as to why, even with your best laid plans, you are constantly having to make a grocery run because food is always running out? Let me stretch it even more. In our times, extended family has taken on a new meaning, which could include your church family that you host on a weekly basis, close family friends who are always around the house. I think you get the picture and why it's critical for you to get this figure right. I want to take a moment to speak directly to you because if you're here, chances are you're tired of worrying about what the future might bring, tired of starting and stopping with food storage, and maybe even tired of trying to figure it all out on your own. You've probably asked yourself, where do I even start? How do I know what's right for my family? Am I wasting money stocking up on the wrong things? This constant cycle of overwhelm, doubt, and frustration can leave you feeling stuck. Believe me, I've been there. That's exactly why I designed the Food Storage 131 Pro Academy starting this November. This is an 8-week online, self-paced e-learning course for you who is saying, Joyce, I need help. I need someone to walk with me on this journey. I don't want to fumble my way through this. The Pro Academy offers online classes accessible at your convenience, broken down in simple segments for easy follow-up. These classes are self-paced, meaning you can move from one to the next at your own pace without any pressure. It's an 8-week program, but you can do it in 4 or 6 or even 12 weeks. It literally follows your schedule. It also offers access and responses to your questions along the journey. There's a platform for you to ask and get the answers you need for exactly where you are. That means you'll have someone answer your questions, guide you through the hard spots, and keep you accountable so you don't feel like you're doing this alone. It has numerous templates and downloads with each lesson, so rather than be overwhelmed with all that you need to do at once, it's broken down in bite-sized assignments that give you clear traction. It will also give you access to a safe and private community to freely share with others, like-minded people pursuing the same lifestyle, to encourage and uplift you, and even answer each other's concerns along the way. If you feel that you need someone to make it easy and walk the journey with you step by step, then the Pro Academy starting this November is for you. It's easy, it's convenient, and works at your pace while giving you the support network you need to keep you motivated and accountable. 6 months or a year after you've taken this step, you'll be looking at your pantry fully stocked with food your family loves and enjoys. Food that is readily available to sustain your family for a considerable period of time. Think of the peace you will have, not having to worry about emergencies. Think of the freedom this could give you to do the things you really love to do. Think of the joy you would have coming and staying home each evening with happy faces all around. That could be you. Click the second link in the description and sign up for the Food Storage 131 Pro Academy starting this November. Let's together build a movement of food sufficiency for our families, one household at a time. My second top consideration when starting a food storage in your home is this: how much food will you need to store for your family? This question normally stops those hoping to embark on this food storage lifestyle right in their tracks. It's that daunting question: how in the world can I know how much my family needs in terms of food? How can I determine what will actually be sufficient to last my family for a month, 3 months, 6 months or more? If you were to go online, there are several websites that can help you determine what would be considered sufficient food for your household. I have personally tried several of them. However, one major thing that I realized, even though the different formulas that were being shared would give me figures to work with in building my food storage, most times they didn't work for me. Either the food amounts determined would be astronomical and would have the effect of totally deflating me. It would be something like, I need 500 kilograms of rice alone to feed my family, and that would be just one food item before heading on to the next one. Such figures for me had the effect of just making me give up and feel totally hopeless and helpless. I tried others, but the foods recommended were not readily available to me in my corner of the world, or my family didn't really care for them. And this too was frustrating. When I finally got my head straight and realized, wait a minute, my Creator, God Almighty, knew what would be best for me. Why not take it to Him? So I took the time to ask Him, and this is what He showed me, and this is what I would like to share with you. Think of your favorite meal in your house, one you eat possibly weekly, say rice and beans. Try this. Prepare that meal this coming week for your people and see how much rice your family actually eats and how much of the beans you prepare for that meal. If, say, you figure that your family eats 1 kilogram of rice at a meal and half a kilogram of beans, now you know how much food you will need to store for whatever period of time you choose to stock up on. Let me make this simple. Your family eats rice and beans once a week. So each time it eats this meal, they consume 1 kilogram or 2 pounds of rice. So if you want to know how much rice to stock up for the year, simply multiply that figure by the 52 weeks in the year. It's that simple. Now that I've simplified it for you, do the same for all the foods your family likes and actually eats. You will then be on a clear upward path to food sufficiency. Well, friend, we're just getting started here. For more on how to store a year's worth of food for your family, kindly like, comment, and subscribe. Share any questions you may have that you'd like me to address on this podcast in the comments below. Thank you, friend, for being here. Don't forget to listen to episode 002 on the benefits of having a food storage in your home. Click the episode link in the description. So for now, be the light and share this podcast with your friends. Till next time, bye-bye.